Hello, everyone, and welcome to Talk of the Town. We celebrate the arrival of spring this month and also the luck of the Irish on St. Patrick's Day. Marie, do you have any Irish in your heritage?
Does 1/16 count?
I think it does.
How about you?
About an eighth.
Okay. Well, everyone is Irish on St. Patrick's Day. We'll feature some Irish favorites on this month's show, including the bagpipes.
Well, and Irish food, too. You know we love our food segments, and we're thrilled to have with us some folks from Grace O'Malley's to whip up a popular Irish dish.
And how about some new hot springtime fashion? We visit Dawn of New York to see the latest colors and styles.
And maybe you've been thinking about all the great celebrity looks you've been seeing lately. Well, we have the hottest red carpet hairstyles and tips from our friends at Poshe Salon, so you can celebrate spring with a great celebrity do.
And there is a big push to eat healthier, too. We find a place that makes that idea feasible for Fido. Annie's Pooch Pops has a national following, and they operate out of Stroudsburg.
March is also a big month for the American Red Cross. In fact, this month they're celebrating all month long with a variety of ways, from disaster relief to blood services. The Pocono chapter is busier than ever. But they found some time to stop by, and they're going to teach us something very important.
All right, we can't wait, but we start the March show by getting moving. Irish style, of course. Irish dancing seemed to be a perfect fit, so Kim and I took a trip to the McElligot School of Irish Dance in Stroudsburg, where we met a bunch of really talented kids and their teacher, who let us in on the fun.
Well, Irish dancing is unique, first of all. You know, you hear a lot about the ballet and the jazz and the tap, which are wonderful art forms, but Irish dancing takes you in a different direction because not only is it an ancient art form, but it's constantly adjusting and modifying, so you can use they're starting to use more new ideas and such, but still holding on to the traditions.
The kids were full of energy and anxious to share their talents with Kim and I. They laced up their gillies, those are the cute little shoes, and they were off.
Seems like everything is done with the legs. Do your arms actually have a role?
Well, they can get in the way. You know, it depends on what the dancer's doing. For instance, if they're doing what we call solo dancing, where they're by themselves and the arms should stay directly at their sides, and no, they don't get to use the arms at all.
Now for me, first time ever trying anything like this, the fact that I don't have to worry about my arms, that should be a plus, right? I only have to worry about one part.
You'll find you use your arms more than you would think you would, but it's okay in the beginning.
Miss Heather says you don't have to be Irish to do Irish dance, and you don't have to be a kid. McElligot School of Irish Dance has adult classes too.
It's great for adults. It really is, because as you saw, they're having a lot of good time. They're getting to, exercise. We've had people who've never done any dancing before, never done Irish dancing, come in and they just learn at their own pace, because again, there's no pressure.
Kim and I are always ready to learn, so we were teamed up with a few students each. Their goal, to get us doing a real Irish jig.
So if you see, it's just kind of a rocking motion. Forward, back, forward. 1, 2, 3. Now switch. 1, 2, 3. You're awesome. All right.
Everyone give it a round of applause.
All right, you're going to just do 2 of those, but now they're going to hold on to you. So you give them your hands, and they're going to put hands behind you. So they've kind of arched over your head like a queen. And 1, 2, 3, and 2, 2, 3. Hop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now left, 2, 3, and right, 2, 3, and left, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Very good. 1, 2, 3, and then back 2, 3, and back 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3, and 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, and 4, 2, 3. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hop up, hop back to 3, 4. Nicely done.
Thank you very much. Good teachers. Do you have all this? Oh, we need to do it. Good job for you. We need to do it with music.
Oh, yeah. 2, 3, and 2, 2, 3 to your right, 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 and left, 2, 3, and right, 2, 3, and left, left, left. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and up and back to 3, 4. Woo!
So how do you guys think I did? How was I as your student?
You were really a really quick learner.
I didn't mess up too much?
No.
So you know I don't have any dance background at all.
That's surprising, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
So did you think I did okay?
Yeah, absolutely. You picked up the steps really fast, and you got some of the technique too.
And the timing was like that. Like you just had it, and it was like, oh,
I thought
wow.
you honestly had some like dancing background. The way you were able to pick up everything so fast, I just found that so weird that you said you had no dancing background.
I love this girl.
How about grades? I know you guys are going to be doing some grades coming up.
Yeah, that's great.
When you go into dancing, you meet a lot of really nice people who you want to be with for a really long time.
Like all of your friends in class. Yeah, you make good friends, don't you?
You can catch the students of McElligot School of Irish Dance in the Stroudsburg St. Patrick's Day Parade coming up Sunday, March 25th. But these kids love to dance, so if you're lucky, you could catch one of many impromptu performances.
Me and one of the other girls have gone to the grocery store before with our wigs and our costumes on St. Patrick's Day, and people saw us. We were skipping down the aisles, and they're like, "Will you do a dance for us?" So we just broke out into dance like right there in the aisle. And
Which aisle were you in?
Produce.
We want one lucky viewer to try out Irish dancing. Miss Heather has given us a free 2-month pass to McElligot School of Irish Dance. Just like the proper photo on our Facebook page for your chance to win. May the luck of the Irish be with you.
Happy St. Patrick's Day! We are the talk of the town!
Welcome back, everyone. We wanted to share a traditional Irish meal on Talk of the Town, and we knew just where to find one. Grace O'Malley's in Stroudsburg.
That's right. Joining us are Barry Lynch, owner of Grace O'Malley's, along with Chef Chuck Toohey, who's going to whip up a shepherd's pie for us.
Hi,
Thanks
guys.
so much.
Hey, how you guys doing? Thanks for having us.
Thank you for coming.
Well, you know what March is all about, St. Paddy's Day. Everybody wants to be Irish, so shepherd's pie seems like the perfect meal.
It is, absolutely. It has all your basic food groups in one dish.
And you're turning
delicious.
Marie and I into the chefs
Absolutely.
today?
You're going to do most of the work, and I'm going to stand here and let you know how.
All right, get us started.
All right, well, we'll want to get your pan on first and get it a little bit hot. And you'll take about half the beef you have there. That's an 80 to 20 mix. And you'll just scoop right into your pan.
80-20, and that's just half?
About half. You should pre-saute all your other items just to get them a little translucent so that they're not hard when the whole process finishes. Before you add those, though, once this gets about 3/4 of the way, we'll strain it out, and you'll return it with the secret ingredient that we won't be telling you today, and your vegetables.
Okay, so I am told, Barry gave us a hint, this actually, you get this lovely ingredient directly from Ireland?
Yeah, it's actually a gravy mix we import from Ireland. We try and have our shepherd's pie to be as authentic as it is at home. So if I went home and visited Mom right now, this is exactly how she would cook it, and that is the gravy that she would use.
Tell us, you have to make note of that wonderful Irish accent you have. So are there a lot of Irish dishes on your menu?
Yeah, we have a large menu. We have a sports bar with the Irish pub, so we try and mix it so that you can have a choice of both. On the Irish menu side, we have our shepherd's pie, which is widely popular. We have traditional Irish fish and chips, and we have Guinness beef stew, we have chicken Murphy, we have an Irish breakfast.
We're just about ready to strain that now.
All right, so we strain away. I'll hold.
So you dump the whole thing in.
Yep, right in there.
All right.
Strained away.
Perfect.
Got the grease out. There went the 20.
The 20 is gone. Okay, so back
We're bringing
in.
the 80 back right back into your pan. And now you're going to add your gravy mix and
Secret ingredient, I'll let you do that. I know you're attached.
Dum-da-dum-dum. All of it in?
just about 3/4 for now, just to see how it takes.
Good?
Yeah, you might as well add the rest.
See, that's why the chef's
just
here,
tells
because
me.
he knows just by looking.
Here you go. And then you can take the spoon, start adding your vegetables, about a 1/2 cup. So it's only going to be about a full spoon of each one.
Like about that much. That looks like about a 1/2 cup.
Perfect.
And with shepherd's pie, are there certain vegetables that become, I guess, traditional?
Yes, well, we use a mix of peas, carrots, and onions in our mix. And some people like to add other things. Some people leave them out. And it comes out really delicious. You end up, once you're through, you want to pipe on some mashed potato right over the top. And then you finish it off in the oven just to get nice and golden brown.
Have you tried this before?
I absolutely have.
Just
I
checking.
absolutely have. He's held to high standards because my mom is a great cook, let me tell you.
Okay.
So he's
So you
held
have
to
to-
very high standards.
You have to make sure it tastes like mom's, right?
Dirty job that I have. Please enjoy. Tell us what you think.
All right, here we go.
Very
You know
good.
what, this shepherd pie is really good, but I don't think any Irish meal's complete without a drink.
Without something like Irish coffee.
That's right. And the head bartender is joining us tonight, Fintan Fagan. Come on in, Fintan.
How we doing, ladies?
Hi,
Fine,
Fintan.
thank you.
All right, what do you
What
got
are you,
for us?
what are you
tonight?
whipping up?
I'm going to do an Irish coffee.
All right.
So, some brown sugar, 1 to 2 tablespoons.
Depending on how sweet you like it.
Yeah, I go with 2.
And Fintan is known in the area for his Irish coffee. He's a generous man with a drop of Jameson, so people
Like the
to come
Jameson.
in and
Is
visit
that true,
Fintan.
Fintan?
I'll get in trouble if I answer that one.
Well, he does have a little shot glass there, so
We've
he's
got the
measuring a
shot.
little.
And then a drop. He's not looking, so it's okay.
Bet you go through a lot of bottles of Jameson.
We're an Irish party, you know?
That
I'm
was
going to
the
put
story.
the coffee in with the Jameson and the sugar.
I'll help you with the spoons.
Ladies, you want to stir one? Stir until the sugar is totally dissolved.
Clockwise, right?
Clockwise. You get your coffee, your cream, and your spoon, and you drizzle. Come on. Now that.
This guy's a perfectionist here.
Yep, that's floating.
Floating on top. We're all impressed.
That'll warm the cockles of your heart on a cold winter's day, right?
Yes.
It's for yourself.
Thank you. And you wrapped it lovely with a little napkin so I don't burn my fingers.
That'd be no good to burn your fingers.
No good. Marie, for you
Thank
also.
you.
Now, if you make everything
Barry?
this
You get one there.
pretty,
Thank you.
do all the bartenders learn your special technique, or we just really need to ask for you, Fintan, when we go in?
Nah, they all know. It's like the pint of Guinness.
Yes, see, there's a couple things you really have to know if you're going to
Exactly.
work at O'Malley's, right?
Exactly.
So in
This
an
is
Irish
one of
pub, you'd always lift your glass and you'd say sláinte, which is the Gaelic for cheers. So sláinte.
Sláinte.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. Very good.
You've duly impressed me, Fintan.
Very nice,
you.
Fintan.
Very good. Very, very good.
Very delicious.
I'm
Well,
going to go for more.
me too. Thank you all for sharing all of your Irish specialties with us today. We really appreciate it. Delicious shepherd's pie and a good finish, too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome, and come down and see us in Grace O'Malley's.
Thank you.
All right, enjoy.
Well, one lucky viewer will have a chance to enjoy a $50 gift certificate to Grace O'Malley's. Just visit our Facebook page and like the right picture for your chance to win. Stay with us. We move from food to fashion next on Talk of the Town.
Welcome back to Talk of the Town. We are red carpet ready.
That's right. We certainly are, thanks to Dawn from Dawn of New York on Main Street in Strasburg. These are just some of the amazing spring looks that you're going to be seeing today.
This is an exciting time of year when all of the new fashion comes out. Everybody loves seeing it. We love seeing it, don't we?
We certainly
And trying
do.
it on.
Well, and you know what? We're doing some of the popular things. Nudes are big and bright.
Colors. That's right, and we're going to learn about that. But we're also going to see some other things today, like lace and animal prints. Who knew?
Who knew? All these wonderful things coming to you just in time for spring.
I shop in the city every week. I live part-time in New York and part-time here in the Poconos. So what I love to do and what I do in the city is I'm a personal stylist. So here, when people come into the store, they tell me what they're looking for, and I will bring back the looks that are literally just off the runways. The looks that I bring back on a weekly basis, I could go from size 0 to 3X. When you come into Dawn of New York, it's not necessarily Dawn style, but it's your style. So I'll create the look based on what you want and what's hot. This is Brittany. She looks absolutely amazing. What did you say?
So much bling. I love this.
It's like Beyonce worthy, this dress. It's just, J-Lo would sport this dress. It's just so amazing. I'm actually obsessed with it. Kayla is wearing the tutu version of this. And you see that it has the contrast of the silver, big beads, but plus it still has all the sequins on it, as well as the tutu. And we have Terry looking so elegant for her black tie affair.
Very nice.
Definitely red carpet worthy. And it's just really nice to show that, you know, you can do black tie at any age. And here's Binatu, lovely Binatu, and she's wearing the contrast color. And the same thing that Kayla had, but in one of the season's brights. Right now we see either bright, almost to the neon realm. You see the multi-layers of the bottom of the skirt.
And the colors, the multicolors in the layers
Yes,
too. It's really
yes,
cool.
yes. It adds texture and depth. And Tina's showing the gold. And the gold has the multicolored, so say you wanted to accent this with a fun clutch, you could actually pull out the colors from the front.
Yeah, because
You know?
every color of the rainbow is coming off at the front of that dress.
Yes. We see Carla wearing one of the brights for the season.
Very
you know?
vibrant.
I've seen a lot of green.
Green is so huge. It started on the red carpet last year with Angelina Jolie, and it's just trickled into this season. I mean, we even saw it on the Oscars. So,
Beautiful color.
especially this bright Kelly green. It's just so different and vibrant. Binatu is showing us a popular look for prom this year. Bright patterns and really bright graphics. Really, the yellow on her just pops.
This to me seems like this is the dress you have to be a little outspoken to carry this on.
Yes, to go that bright. Allie looks so cute and wonderful in her 8th grade formal attire. But again, this could go from anything to a wedding or, you know, definitely a lot of June weddings will be coming up, and she looks age appropriate, but it's still cute and sassy. Kayla's in one of another prom look for the season. Again, we're showing lots of brights, open back.
The little train too. I like the train.
Yeah, it has a little elegance.
The next look is my favorite. It's Marie.
That's because I'm your favorite.
Yeah, so we're showing one of the looks, you know, the bright colors and the graphic prints, but also this is another popular thing that's really happening now, short to long. when you feel like you're undecided, do both. And now we have Kim.
She can't be out of the act. We need her in your
It's gorgeous. And Kim's showing the nudes, one of the other looks. We see a lot of champagnes and nudes and blushes this season.
This is an adorable look.
Yes, it's so cute. Love the pockets. You know, it could be done as a skirt or a dress. And it's just fun to add in the print. You don't have to do it all together. We paired it up with an animal print bow, one of our $5 fabulous accessories.
And Marie is up next, and she's got blue in her animal print too.
Right, so it's really fun. It's a fun take on animal print that you add it with a little bit of color, and I love the browns in it. It really brings out her hair. It's great. This actually comes one shoulder or two shoulders. So if you want the full sleeves, and it also comes sleeveless, but in the one shoulder look. Oh, and then we have Tina, and she's wearing our pant look. It's really an amazing jumper. Right now, one pieces are back.
Yeah, and they're huge right now.
They are huge. We have Binitu, and she's doing animal print, but for a cocktail look.
And I like that too.
Again, we could do it for proms or, you know, sweet 16s or quinceañeras, all these different occasions that, you know, you could also infuse the animal print into it. And we have Terry, and she's wearing an animal print shirt. So it's not over the top, but it's still, look at the back. The detail on the back is great. It's see-through and the openness of it. And, you know, it's a way to put in animal print without being over the top. Carla's in the look that Brittany was wearing, the club look, but it's in the black and white. So it's kind of like a mix between a zebra and, you know, it's just that fun graphic animal print, and you could do it different ways. I mean, you could just simply wear the cuff, you know, when you don't want to be over the top. Here's Kayla, and Kayla is wearing our fabulous animal print pants. It looks great, and our little bib necklace, that works beautiful.
Oh, and Kimberly.
And Kim, woo! So she's wearing, again, you could incorporate animal print. You could throw a blazer over this and wear it to the office, you know, or out for the evening, take the blazer off. We started with lace last season, and it's just such a great trend. It looks great on everybody from 12 straight into your 60s. We have Tina in our club dress, so if you want to cover the sleeves, a lot of people do want to cover your arms. You know, this is a great look. Again, you could actually wear it with leggings and boots and switch it up. And Kayla's a little bit more dressed up in her lace wear. The peplum skirt, really important look for the season. It's great. It actually covers a little belly or whatever you're eating or drinking that night. If for those of us that need it, of course, Kayla doesn't.
Hi, ladies.
Hey, she looks great with her lace detail. I love this shirt. It's such a beautiful look. Binitu is showing us how you could take lace and really create that modernity to it with the pop of color.
Pretty purple.
Isn't that
is a
beautiful?
great color. Great color on you.
We actually have it in 4 different colors. You could get the sleeved, one shoulder, or long sleeve. And Binitu just wears that color well. And the sleeved version, it's gorgeous. That color with your eyes is just amazing.
You know what? And lace, this particular lace, it feels like it stretches and it looks good on every body type.
It really does. Here's Brittany in our fluorescent look. And again, 80s are back in such a big way. And look at how the trends kind of cross over. We see the animal print.
That's right.
But now it's in the
neon.
fluorescent neons. Yes. So, yeah, I mean, there was so much yellows and oranges and greens on the runway this season. It's just a fun look.
Wow, okay, get out the sunglasses.
Woo! So here's Tina, and she's incorporating all 3 of the fluorescent colors that are hot. Midriffs, open midriffs are really hot this season, but if you don't want to keep it completely open, this is a way to do it with the sheer. And here's Binitu, and she's incorporating how we can bring fluorescence into more of a sophisticated look. The zipper up the back is really that modern look. Here's Terry. She's showing us how we can incorporate some of the sheerness and still get that pop of color.
Ooh, I love Marie's dress.
Yay! So here's Marie. She's showing that melon color, you know, and it's not necessarily fluorescent, but it's still that very vibrant pop of color. And it's just such a great color for summer.
And the bright patterns with the bright colors. That's pretty cool.
Exactly. So she's infusing that melon, but now we're seeing it in these great geometric patterns that were all over the runway this spring.
What an amazing fashion show, Dawn. Thanks so much.
Yes, everybody looked really great. All the colors were great. And thank you so much for dressing us today, too. This was fun.
Well, I had great models to work with, weren't you guys?
We became models for the day.
Well, you have something special, too, for one lucky viewer.
We have the $50 rechargeable Dawn of New York gift card. So one lucky viewer could come in and I will give them a personal styling session and maybe they'll pick out one of the fabulous looks that they saw today.
Awesome. You know how to win that. Just go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/talk13.
All right, stay with us because we've got lots more on Talk of the Town right after this.
Welcome back to Talk of the Town. March is a huge month for one organization that does so much to help people in our local communities.
That's right. March is National Red Cross Month. We are happy to have with us today the Executive Director for the American Red Cross of the Poconos, Jim Reinhardt. Jim, it's so nice to have you with us today.
Great to be here, ladies.
And we also have Adam DePaul, and he's with Pocono Search and Rescue. Thank you so much for coming out.
Thanks for having me. Hi.
You guys have an interesting link that people wouldn't necessarily immediately think. Jim, why don't you tell us about that?
Absolutely. You know, the American Red Cross of the Poconos, everyone always hears about people giving to us and contributing. Well, we felt it was extremely important for us to be able to give back a little bit of something to our community, and very specifically, Adam and his Pocono Search and Rescue organization. And as a result of that, now, the Pocono Search and Rescue has their professional AED device to help them further their cause of assisting all of those individuals throughout all of the Poconos, whoever are in need of it.
How easy is it to use one of these things?
It is one of the simplest skills you will ever learn in life-saving.
And you're going to teach us, right?
I will.
Well, we have this handy-dandy real AED.
Yes, that's the actual AED that Jim and the American Red Cross was kind enough to donate. For practical purposes, obviously we can't use the real AED. We don't want to shock our mannequin off the table during the demonstration.
Might be fun.
So we also have a trainer AED that we use to actually teach the classes.
Automated external defibrillators. For those people who are wondering what the initials stand for, and yes, I said it right. So let's learn how to use it.
The first thing we always do is turn it on. We say that specifically because once you turn on the machine, it tells you what to do from there.
And it's the big green button that looks
The
like
big
go.
green button that looks like go. Okay, the only other button you have on the machine is the yellow button with the lightning bolt.
Which
and
means
I'll bet,
shock.
There you go.
All right.
That's how easy this is.
Really
we know to be a little nervous about that. Okay.
Now
This
the
is
only
the fake one.
right, there you go. The only specific thing that I otherwise have to tell you is where the pads go on the victim. And if you're smart enough and perceptive enough, I don't even have to tell you that because there are pictures
look at this. Woo!
on the pad that let you know where they go.
All right.
So one pad is going to go right here on the upper right side of the chest, and the other pad is going to go on the lower left side right under the armpit. Okay. Now I've already given you all the information you need to make this thing work.
All right.
So what I'm going to do is actually just tell you to go ahead and turn it on and do what the machine tells you from there.
This is a training device only. No shock will be delivered.
Good to know. We're safe.
Remove clothing from person's chest.
Well, I
In
guess.
a fortunate scenario.
And this
that's
is
already-
Recessa Annie here, right?
Yeah, well, technically, her name is actually Recessa Ann, but she's been so commonly called Annie that's become her little nickname.
She doesn't look like an Annie, though. She looks more like a Tom.
Yes, for practical purposes, we try to make her non-offensive to anybody.
Connector and pads.
Okay.
All right.
Yep. Now, if you just look at the front of the box, there's only
One spot
Right
where
where
you
the
might
plug
want
is.
it, Marie.
There we go.
I'm looking all over the place.
Analyzing rhythm. Everyone Everyone stand clear.
Now it's important to repeat that when you're in a real situation so nobody's touching the victim. We just repeat, everyone stand clear.
Shock advised.
Make sure you're not touching.
Shock and
Charging. Everyone stand clear. Everyone stand clear. Push the shock button.
Oh, it even tells you exactly when to do it.
Shock delivered. Begin 5 cycles of CPR.
That's it. The shock would be delivered, and you would follow this up with your CPR skills.
Okay. All right.
Now,
Well,
I know that the Red Cross does CPR training, and I'm assuming you can do the AED. It's all one combined class, or are they separate?
Yes, you cannot learn how to use an AED without taking CPR. They do need to be used in conjunction. So when you take CPR, you do have the ability to take CPR by itself, but even that is becoming less and less common because AEDs are so easy to use. It's pretty much all in one course now.
Do a real quick run through of CPR. I've had CPR training. I know Marie has
Yeah.
too. It's been a few years though. Has it changed much?
It has, depending on how many years it's been. Our last update just happened recently within the past year. So you're probably going to find this a little more simple than you're used to. The most recent change has taken out a couple steps. One of the things that used to stumble a lot of people was the initial 2 breaths. I don't know if you recall that, but we used to give 2 breaths right away, and we've actually taken that out for adults. Science has shown it wasn't that effective. So basically what you're looking at is you walk into a room, a scene, someone appears to be unconscious. We don't know that for sure. So the first thing, and I hope you remember this because we pounded into you, the first thing I'm going to check is what?
that they're really unconscious. Hello?
Yes.
Are you okay?
I need to know
Are you
that
not
it's
sleeping, are you?
safe for me to go in. Okay, and once I know it's safe for me to go in, that's exactly it. I want to make sure they're not sleeping before I start pounding on their chest. So can you hear me, sir? Are you okay? They don't respond. I know there's a problem. I'm going to call 911 right now because if they're unconscious, even if they're breathing, it's an emergency. So I'm going to have somebody go call 911 for me while they're out. I'm still going down to check for breathing. That's my next order of business. So I'm tilting the airway back. I have to open up that airway. I'm going to listen, watch for the chest to rise, and feel for breath on my cheek. I'm going to do this for about 10 seconds. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000. Count to 10 in my head. If I don't get any clear signs of breathing within 10 seconds, I'm going to assume they're not breathing. And the newest version and easiest version of CPR is as soon as I know that this adult is not breathing, I'm going right into CPR. So I'm hands in the center of the chest, fingers laced. Now ideally, you want to be in a position where your shoulders are directly over your wrists, so your arms are at a 90-degree angle. That's kind of difficult for me to do right here. I would hopefully have something to step on, or we might even move this victim on the floor. But for practical purposes, I'm going to get as close as I can, and we're just doing 30 compressions. And repeat that cycle, 30 compressions, 2 breaths, 30 compressions, 2 breaths. And we're going to do that until they wake up, an ambulance comes, or an AED becomes available.
All right.
Wonderful. And thank you so much for this. And I just want to touch on National Red Cross Month because it's a busy month for the Red Cross.
Yeah, I think that, the important thing is that we actually are there for services for the public 365 days a year, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, but we sort of want to highlight during the entire month of March, whether it be through numerous blood drives throughout all of Monroe County. We have our preventive education workshops, emergency workshops. We've got 2 set up for various schools in the East Stroudsburg School District. We've got a lot of things going on that is just sort of highlighting. I want the listening public to also be aware that we help military families, okay, when they're in need. And they also have to understand that, we're education preparedness. We're putting a lot of more focus on education preparedness, and whether it be for young children or whether it be for senior citizens. Because obviously we always respond to emergencies, but the emergency preparedness ahead of time is almost as important.
Yes, it absolutely is. Well, thank you both so
Thank
much
you
for
very
coming
much.
out.
Thank you
It
very
was
much.
terrific
Thank you.
having you guys here and for bringing Annie as well. And I want to let everybody know, and this is important too because you should mark your calendars. The American Red Cross has a huge event scheduled for April 1st. It's the annual telethon, and you can watch it right here on Blue Ridge Communications TV 13 from noon until 9 p.m. And Mario Scavello will be out there having a blast. I even get out there and we just have a good time. So you want to mark that on on your calendar for April 1st.
All right, time now to switch gears and talk about a growing trend. It involves all natural foods with no preservatives or artificial junk.
Well, and you may be thinking, that's nothing new. We talk about that all the time. But this time, we're referring to food for our canine friends. An all-natural pet food company is operating right in Stroudsburg, and it's getting rave reviews from dogs and owners alike. They are becoming famous for the doggy delight known as a mutkin. It's a bone wrapped in an all-natural biscuit. Courtesy of Annie's Pooch Pops, these and many other handmade pet treats are created in Stroudsburg at a facility that resembles a bakery with a giant mixer and racks of freshly baked treats.
The whole wheat flour, we already have egg in there. We're putting in, the Hatfield bacon, which you see here, Parmesan cheese, cheddar cheese. Some of the beef products. We have a molasses biscuit. I mentioned honey before. So real butter. When we make our little pizzas, it's the biscuit, a little bit of tomato sauce, and the real mozzarella cheese, which sometimes we tend to eat a little bit, but
I was gonna say it's all good stuff.
This small company started at the Marshalls Creek Flea Market, offering unique, healthy, all-natural pet treats, the brainchild of Annie, and it continues to grow. Now their website allows people from anywhere to make purchases for their Pooch. This really surprises me to see that, because I know how much Parmesan cheese costs. This is imported Parmesan cheese, so this is expensive stuff.
Right.
So when you put this in,
Yep. We're proud of what we put in our product and that we believe in what we're putting in our product.
when Marie and I were invited to check out the all-natural dog treats, it seemed like the perfect opportunity to bring in a special taste tester, my own puppy Malibu, who we call Boo. Her nose immediately went to work checking out everything, even some treats as big as her.
Obviously, this is for a large dog, as you can imagine. And then we have the smaller one.
It's bigger than you.
But it's a beef marrow bone. It's wrapped in a peanut butter biscuit, and then it's slow roasted. And as I said, when we're here, I always love the day we're doing mutkins because you come in, it smells like it's a roast beef being cooked. It's one of our best. But this is one of the best-selling products. We have...
Do you have a smaller version of it?
Well, there's actually a smaller of this, a slightly smaller than this, about half this size.
I think she's trying to figure out how to get it in her mouth.
She'll figure it out. Everything's got to be all natural, and everything that we do is all U.S. made. All the ingredients are U.S. made, all the products that we work with, all the companies we work with, that's critical to all of us.
Because you're not getting the contamination that we don't know what's in food.
Well, and we just believe in being a U.S. employer. Yeah. We're tired of hearing all those other stories.
The Happy Meals are really cute, so I'm guessing you went this way off of Kids and McDonald's and those places.
Right. So, for example, this is our little doggy. So you get French fries, you get the chicken wrap that the dog was just after, a little pizza. This one has a hamburger, a bacon bone, and then we always have peanut butter cannoli in for dessert. So, and the peanut butter cannoli is one we'll have to give her a try on. The idea that it's a product that's going to end up being good for the animals, you're not worried about that. You're helping the dog as far as their health and their coat and everything else, their energy level, as I said before, and we're a company that is trying to stay U.S. made. We're looking at growth. We've hired additional people. We're trying to make something happen for our customers and for U.S. It's fun. It's fun.
It wasn't long before Marie decided to lend her culinary skills to biscuit making.
Well, I'm gonna sacrifice a little bit of the speed for quality.
Absolutely.
Just because it's my first day.
All right, come on, Boo. We can make some too.
Right? Making the dog treats.
Is she doing all right?
She's doing just fine.
Ooh, watch your nose.
Don't let Marie get you. We're helping with bacon treats today, but there are so many other flavors guaranteed to interest Fido.
You got bacon, beef and cheddar, cheese, honey, lamb, liver and bacon, molasses, peanut butter, turkey, large burgers, small burgers, large chicken wraps, small chicken wraps. On the other side, we have French fries, cannolis, peanut butter sticks, posies, and the list goes on.
If you can't decide what treat is best, well, take it from my official taste tester. They're all great.
If you look at other products, not naming names, you'll look at it and it's all just grains and there's no meat and there's no real product in there that's going to fortify the dog. That's why when we say we're going to go to the dog food line, we're looking at really some high-end product, and it changes the animal's coat. Brian has Brittany Spaniels, and one dog has diabetes, and it had a droopy eye, and so on and so forth. The coat cleaned up, the eye cleaned up. It's just like us. I mean, if you eat good food, you're going to stay trim, you're going to stay healthy, you're going to be in a lot better shape than you would otherwise. And animals are the same way.
If you're wondering if Todd and his team have dog food, well, they are busy working on a line of all-natural, high-quality dog food to complement these great treats, and expect it to be out by this time next year.
Well, these are the peanut butter cannolis, and they're all natural, Kim, made with wheat flour. Look, that's real peanut. They look really good.
You can smell
really
the peanut
good.
butter.
I'm going to try one.
Oh, that's why I brought Boo.
Here's exact one. This is good. Not bad. Not bad at all. Come on!
No, that's why Boo's here.
Needs milk.
Need some milk.
I wasn't sure whether she was actually going to go for it.
Her?
But she.
Her?
That doesn't. Not a problem, huh?
Not for her. She said to me yesterday, she said, so are you going to try them tomorrow? I'm like, what? I'm like, she's like, what?
Yeah,
why would I do such a thing?
Well, when she picked the dog up, I knew that. I knew she was out.
I was like, please help me out, Boo.
That wasn't going to happen.
Help me out.
They're all natural, Kim. You know I'm an all natural girl.
Yeah.
I'm all about all natural too, but I don't know. I'm sure it's all good.
Yep.
Annie's Pooch Pops wants your pet to enjoy some great treats. So we're happy to give one lucky viewer a $25 gift certificate toward anything from Mutkins to some of the biscuits we even help make.
That's right. Just visit our Facebook page and like the right photo for your chance to win. Talk of the Town will be right back with hairstyle fashions, perfect for spring.
Have you ever had a day where your hair does absolutely nothing?
Lots of those days when you wish that there was a celebrity stylist just waiting to help you out.
It's not fair. That's not life for most of us.
No, not for most of us, but today it's going to be.
That's right. We are at Poshe Salon in Broadheadsville,
where some wonderfully lucky young ladies, and some men too, are going to get celebrity looks.
We want those celebrity looks that come out, the updos, the party looks, you know, exciting spring looks that everybody wants, that beautiful, elegant, Barbie doll, perfect look.
and it seems like right now the styles are very carefree and easy. Is that right?
Yes, they're beautiful. They're nice and soft. They almost remind me of you got up in the morning and you just took your hair and you flipped it up and you're like, oh, I'm beautiful.
I wish it was like that every day.
This look is from country crooner Carrie Underwood. Ruth, tell us what you've done.
Well, Carrie Underwood had this really neat updo that had the big bubble here and then the curls down the side. But what I also did was add the fishtail braids on both sides and then add a little punch of my own with a little sparkly in the back.
And sparkles are always good.
The inspiration for this look is Anne Hathaway. And Leslie, this is your creation. Tell us what you did.
Well, what we did for Anna today was we just did some loose curls around, and then what I did was I took it all to the side and I just pinned it. So it's just a very like messy look back here, and what I did was I took the braid and I just went all the way in the back and just pinned it with the rest of it.
Yeah, that's really pretty. I like the way it tucks back there. Is it comfortable?
Well, Disney star Vanessa Hudgens is our inspiration for our next look. Ruth, tell me about our model.
We did a lot of messy curls for the back and kept it really simple in the front.
It's an interesting look how it transitions from being sort of straight in the front and then curls in the back. Do we see that a lot now?
Yeah, because you wanted a softer look around the front, and too many curls in the front make it look kind of like an 80s do. So you don't want to have the 80s do in the front. You want to have it softer in the front and then curly in the back.
From someone who's been there, done that, you don't need this
you
curls.
don't want to go back there.
How about a look for the guys? Look at this Jesse Metcalf. He's a handsome dude. And Ruth, we have our own Jesse Metcalf celebrity look here. Tell us what you did.
Well, Nicholas, we have a nice short cut on the sides and longer on the top, and then you just kind of mess it up really good with some gel.
Do the guys know what they want when they come in here, or
no?
Okay, so a lot of times they're not coming in saying I want to look like Jesse
No,
Metcalf.
they
It's
never
not like
bring
a girl.
pictures.
Oh,
No.
it's different. You have to inspire them.
Yes.
Okay.
Interpret.
Lauren Conrad from the Hills is the inspiration for our next look. Kim, what have you done with this model?
We took nice loose curls and we just slightly pulled them to the side so it all cascades to one side. And to give it a nice fun look, we took some purple extensions and just popped them in. And we did a nice bohemian braid, like wrap braid of fishtail right here on the side in the purple, just to give it a nice kick.
Take a look at this photo. Mila Kunis. Now, there are probably plenty of people who take photos just like this to the stylist and say, make me look like this. Sue, what did you do with our model?
What I did with Amelia was I gave her all soft cascade curls, not too tight because the girls like them really soft now. They don't want these tight kinky curls. And braids are big this year. So I took what we call a fishtail braid instead of a regular braid, and I intertwine it just to give it that little lift up on top.
Hayden Christensen is the inspiration for our next look. And Kim, tell me what you've done with this model.
What I've done with my model, Steve, is I've done a high fade with a short choppy scissored cut on the front. That way he can just spike it up and make it a little bit messy for days he wants to be a little edgy. Or he could just push it all forward and nice and flat for when he's just looking for a nice sophisticated look.
And we want to say thank you. We're always so happy when you invite us on your show.
Oh, you're
so
welcome.
wonderful.
Well, and we have to
So-
thank you too because you have something that you'd like to give to some lucky viewers.
Yes, what we have is we have gifts. We have 4. And there's a gift certificate for $35, and they get a shampoo and a conditioner and a lot of little goodies. And
Nice treats.
Yes, yes.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. You just have to find our Facebook page, like the proper photo for your chance to win one of 4, right?
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're more than welcome. Thank you.
Hey, Kim, I'm inspired. Look, I like that.
Oh, that looks very good. I'm inspired too, but Marie, I just can't decide.
Lots of choices there.
Too many choices.
Hi, ladies.
Hi, ladies.
Help us. We're here to help.
Yay.
Yeah, I like this. What do you think?
That's beautiful.
I think I can pull. Do you think I can pull it off?
This one would look gorgeous on you. And it's very simple look.
Yeah.
It'll be even something you can
Even
do
that
yourself.
one.
All right, I like this. What do you think? Can I pull it off?
Oh, absolutely. Definitely.
It's pretty simple, huh?
Oh yeah, it's a very simple,
Nice and
soft look.
Just real
Absolutely.
loose.
Like I said, something you can do at home yourself.
Yeah.
You just bring it and sweep it over.
Because it has that nice thick side bang, so all you have to do
Is it pull it up a little?
you just pull it up and kind of just tuck it under with a couple bobby pins, and it's simple as 1, 2, 3.
And would it last all day though?
Oh yes, definitely.
I don't know about you, Marie, but I'm loving this.
Me too. It's fun to be pampered.
Yes, it is.
And whatever we decide,
it'll be the talk of the town. Welcome back, everyone. We are thrilled to have members of the Pocono Region Pipes and Drums with us. This is a particularly busy month for bagpipers since they're all called out on St. Patrick's Day.
Very busy, very, very busy. Here to help us celebrate the luck of the Irish, our pipe major, Don Riley. Thanks for coming,
Thanks
Don.
so much for coming out.
All right, we also have pipers Andrea Gwynn and Mary Ellen Keegan. Thank you, ladies, for coming out today.
I love the look. Thank you. Now, is this a traditional garment that everybody has to wear, the kilts and the colors?
This is traditional military. The horsehair sporran, the doublet, the plaid, everything on us right now is worn by the traditional military piper.
Oh, and you're going to actually try to teach us how to play the bagpipes today?
Yeah, I gotta teach you, but you gotta be dressed properly.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Ta-da! Whoa!
You know what? These are some great outfits. Although, Marie, I don't even think I can really see your hands.
That's all right.
They weigh a lot. I mean,
They
these
do.
might be a little large, but I think that these weigh a lot no matter what.
I have a new respect for you guys marching in the parades in these, because this is, you're already carrying your instruments, which are probably heavy too, on top of all this clothing.
And you're in a skirt. Do people say to you,
Kilt.
what's with the kilt?
Kilt. Well, everyone says that, and there's always, certain questions that get asked all the time.
Oh yeah, always what's underneath?
Shoes and socks. pretty
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
Good answer.
Thank
We
you.
like that.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's cold in March sometimes.
It
I'm
can
just
be.
saying.
Updrafts.
Tell us about your instrument, and from what I know about bagpipes, they're not an easy instrument to play.
No, they're not. You got to have the lung capacity. Everybody can build up to it. Anything you put your mind to, you can play. It just takes practice and dedication. There is a saying that says, in every bagpiper, there's 7 generations of pipes. It takes 7 years to learn, and 7 generations go through it. And it is. It's just something you have to love to do. You can't just say, well, I got to pick this thing up again. If you don't love to do it, it'll never get done, just because there's so much that has to go into it. But once you get into it, it's awesome. And you just play, and we all love playing, and we just can't get enough of it.
Kind of addicting.
Yeah, much to the dismay of everybody in the house.
It is very loud. We heard you practicing.
Very loud, exactly.
What are these things that you gave us?
What you have there is a practice chanter. It's bagpipes have a chanter. It's all reeded instrument. There's 3 reeds in the drones. So there's 3 drones, 3 reeds, and a reed here. That makes that high pitch noise. These are all low pitch. When you're learning the notes, there's 9 notes on the chanter. But the problem is when you're learning on a bagpipe, you can't concentrate on learning a new tune. And all bagpipe music is called tunes, is not songs. Songs have words, tunes are what we play.
Okay.
But when you're on the chanter, it's an easier feat to learn the new tunes on those. So when you're playing here, it's always a constant flow of air. That, of course, is not, because if you keep blowing through there, you're going to pass out, But it's easier to learn on that.
All right, so ladies, do you have any advice for us if we're going to try this? I mean, obviously you guys practice on these kinds of things?
Yep. Yes.
Okay, any advice for us? We've never done this before.
I played clarinet.
Don't get frustrated.
I played clarinet in 5th grade.
I never played any kind of wind instrument.
I didn't say I was any good.
Listen to the pipe major at all times.
It's coming apart there. Smoosh it together.
There you go. Okay.
All right, so what's our first lesson?
The biggest thing that you need to do, and I'll show you on here, when we stand in a circle, I stand in the front, everybody watches your fingers to begin with. So all your fingers have to be covering the hole. 2 fingers on both of your hands. The pinky doesn't exist anymore on the top hand.
On the top hand.
On the top hand.
Yeah. It's got to be on the pads of your fingers, like mine.
Wait, do I have the top hand?
You do?
Like that?
You're doing very good. And the thumb just holds the back of the chanter, so that one's kind of non-existent. So there's really only 9
My fingers don't
you
stretch
use.
out that well.
There's only one thumb?
Yep, 1 thumb on the back, the other
but
thumb
your
is
hands
covering a hole.
Your hands are.
Oh, it's
Oh, that
there's a
hole.
little hole on the back.
That's right.
Kim, your hands are backwards.
Backwards.
Yep, the other way.
There you
That's
go.
why it
She's
didn't
playing
feel
a-
good.
Well, no, I'm left-handed. She's
Me
right-handed.
too.
Okay, so to play our first tune, you have to know what the tune is, I assume.
Yes,
But if we were just to move fingers, we're going to be doing different.
Correct.
Correct.
Everything that you do on a chanter is, if you move one finger, you have to move a different finger.
Right.
So if you're on the bottom hand, most of these notes come up. It's 1 note. Then this is a B. You come up and it's a C. It actually looks like a C. So you can remember that note. then it's a D. Now, one of the biggest issues beginning pipers have is transferring all these fingers down, lifting up a pinky, and then going up to the top hand notes.
And actually covering the holes when you lay your fingers down.
Exactly.
Because it's easy to kind of miss them.
All at the same time. And then
Right.
we have, it's called flub noises, and you can hear it actually.
We'll
make
probably
that
make
noise.
some of those.
Club noises.
Give it a whirl.
Should we try some notes?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, wait, should we do this together or separately?
Oh, let's do it together.
Ready?
Ready?
Mine's died. It stopped. I gotta try again.
Wait, push your thing back together.
Oh, maybe that's why.
You also turn in the chanter as you're going, and that what happens is then your fingers come off the chanter, and then all the air escapes, and you're not making any sounds.
Oh, that probably is what happened.
Ready?
Yep. I did it again.
Yep, you're blowing too hard.
Blowing too hard.
Yep.
You're doing good.
I feel like I'm getting lightheaded just standing here.
It's going to take a little.
I hear different sounds though. That's
Yes,
good.
it's awesome.
They're not necessarily really any kind of.
Oh, jingle bells. That's good.
That wasn't good. How did you know that note?
I didn't know a note. I just covered up all the holes and blew into it.
How long have you ladies been playing, and what was the hardest thing about this instrument for you?
Well, actually, I've only been on them for a year. I started a year and a half ago, so I practiced on that for 6 months and then got on my pipes.
So not too long, really.
Not too long.
And you're marching in parades and stuff? Mm-hmm. Wow, that's brave.
That is brave. How about you, Mary Ellen?
I've been playing for about 4 years, and I think probably the hardest thing for me was transitioning from the chanter onto the bagpipes because, you know, when you're on the chanter as a new beginner, you're just working on your fingers. Now you have to get a little coordination involved, make sure you maintain the pressure and everything. So that's probably the most difficult for me, at least.
And the weight I would assume, is different than just the distribution of the weight while you're still trying to do what you were doing.
A little bit, yeah, but your shoulder plays a lot into that and balancing the drones. And as long as you can get that good balance on your shoulder, the weight really isn't all that bad. So.
How fun is this time of year for you guys when the general public starts thinking about
It's the High Holy Month. It's awesome.
Tell me what parades you guys are in.
We are in on the 10th and the 11th, we're in Scranton, and we're also in the Jim Thorpe Parade or Carbon County Parade. The 24th and 25th, we're in Gerardsville, and the 25th is Stroudsburg.
So everybody can come out and hear you guys play. That's
Correct.
wonderful.
Yes.
And you're going to play a tune for us.
We will.
All right, let's
hear
take it away.
Right. Raise your voice up. Right. Right. Right.
Wow, that was awesome.
That
I have
was
never
awesome.
stood so close to somebody playing the bagpipes. First of all, they're really loud. But you can even feel the vibration, and it's just there's an energy that comes off of them. Is that something that attracts you to the instrument? Is that just the energy? It's just, and that's when you see a big group of you doing this, that's a lot of energy.
Exactly.
Really cool.
Wonderful. Well, thank you all so much for coming out and for sharing your bagpipe knowledge with all of us and these wonderful kilts, too.
That's right.
Thanks for having us. Thanks for having us.
You're welcome. And remember, everyone, whatever you do, be the talk of the town.